So today we are going to continue with the follow-up questions in the speaking, and I'll ask one set of questions to each student, whosoever wants to take part in the speaking. May raise their hand and I'll ask the question. Please don't log in with numbers or phones. I'll not be able to then address you. Okay. Who'd like to take the first go at speaking?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Miguel. Okay. Who motivates children the most?
Well, I think parents has the number one role to motivate their children because children spend a large amount of time with their parents. So children have a huge impact with their parents. So definitely, in my opinion, parents motivate children.
Parents has is wrong. Parents have. Parents is plural. The verb following will not have an S. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So next question is, how can teachers motivate children?
I think it seems to me that there are a number of ways children, teachers can motivate their students. First thing, through the way of their teaching. I mean, when they teach each subject, they can relate that subject with some interesting stories. In that way, students have more interest in study, then they can motivate in that. Then also, sometimes
How is it different from teaching? How is it different from teaching kids? See, teachers can motivate by encouraging them, recognizing their potential, motivating them to take part in extracurricular activities, and leading by example. If teachers themselves, show
yes.
interest in things, students will automatically show interest in things. So, how is it different from teaching kids? How is, I don't understand, this question is wrong. How is it different from teaching kids? So, how is motivating students different from teaching children?
Well,
See, if the teacher will just come and teach, how is it that different? And in one class, teacher will come and first motivate the children and then teach. So, how is it just different from from teaching, motivating and teaching? How is it different? You
I
can
think
say, come on.
those teachers who motivate children have a huge impact on their future career also, and teachers can use a number of ways like they can encourage them by giving small praises or prizes. So in front of the class, when a student receives good commands from the teacher, even that can also motivate a children in the studies. Then the other way, I think teachers can refer the children about the good books they can follow. Sometimes it also motivates students.
Okay.
Students.
These questions are not very correct, but anyways, these are how we got them. What should teenagers have? Now, this question is, I mean, what should teenagers, what do teenagers need? Okay. What motivation do teenagers need? I'll change the question. What motivation do teenagers need?
Well, for me, I think teenage period is a crucial period of behavior change. So, the kind of motivation teenagers are expecting, I think, from their peers. If any one of their peers doing best, I think this is they easily follow them. If it is in a good way or in a bad way, these teenage people are more reliant on their peers. So
Okay.
through the
All
peers.
right. You can say teenagers need acceptance and love and affection, because that is a very crucial stage of life. There are physical and hormonal changes going on in the body, and so it is a very vulnerable stage of life also, and they can be easily swayed towards the wrong path or swayed towards a good path. So that is what they need at this time, is proper guidance. Okay. All right. Next student, Aman.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the most popular and least popular apps in your country?
Um, there are some apps which are popular and which are least popular in my country. Instagram and Snapchat are the apps which are popular in my country, and some gaming apps, and WhatsApp is the least popular in my country.
WhatsApp is the least popular.
मैम स्नैपचैट ज़्यादा लोग और इंस्टा ज़्यादा लोग चलाते हैं ना उससे.
All right. I didn't know that. Okay. What is the difference between the internet and the TV?
There is a difference between internet and TV. Um, in TV we saw some things, but in internet in TV we don't see so many things which we really want to see. For example, if we want to see some another countries country serials, then it is not available in TVs, but in internet we get everything. We get immense information in internet rather than TV.
Okay. Why do some people like to read news on the internet um, instead of getting it from TV? So why do
So,
people like to read news on internet than watching TV for the news?
some people are very busy in their life and they don't have time to watch TV, so they read the news online, and they prefer it, and they prefer it as a convenient, because we can read news online in anywhere, but we can't watch TV in anywhere.
Okay. आपने अच्छा बोला है, but I'll just internet and the TV.
There is a difference between internet and TV. In TV we saw some things.
सौ क्यों? Past tense में क्यों जा रहे हो?
See, but in internet, in TV, we don't see so many things which we really want to see. For example, if we want to see some another countries,
another's other क्यों नहीं? Another क्यों?
okay, ma'am. Another country serials, and it is not available in TV, but
On
in
TV.
internet,
On TV. TV is नहीं, on TV. Okay.
everything. We get immense information on internet rather than TV.
Okay. Why do some people like to read news on the internet instead of getting it from TV? So why do people like to read news on internet than watching TV for the news?
Some people are very busy in their life and they don't have time to watch TV, so they read the news online, and they prefer it, and they prefer it as a convenient, because we can.
And they prefer it. It is a convenient. ये a convenient क्या है?
Sorry, ma'am.
सॉरी नहीं बोलो बेटे, गलती पहचानो ना, क्या बोलना चाहिए था आपको?
Okay, ma'am.
It is a convenient method बोलो या तो फिर then use it as an adjective and noun वो a convenient method. So or it is convenient.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, like that. So नहीं a convenient लगाना है तो use that word method after that. Okay.
Read news online in anywhere, but
In anywhere का क्या मतलब है? In anywhere, anywhere के in, just anywhere. In is wrong. Okay.
not
Okay,
watch
ma'am.
TV in anywhere.
In anywhere is wrong. Okay. So don't use unnecessary ये prepositions ऐसे नहीं बोल डाल देनी कहीं पे भी. ठीक है? Okay. So who is the next? Vishal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Vishal. All right. Are libraries still beneficial? Why or why not?
There is no iota of doubt that libraries are very beneficial for children because in libraries children learn with the help of books. Besides this, it is a store of books in which people easily get learn something from books.
All right. There's no iota of doubt. Okay, let me listen. Are libraries still beneficial? Why or why not?
There is no iota of doubt that libraries are very beneficial for children because in libraries children learn with
Children's बोल दिया ना आपने?
yes,
Children's
children
children होता है.
children वो पहले plural है.
Actually, libraries की बात जहाँ हो रही है, it is about the traditional libraries, and that reminds me, there are 2-3 essays on libraries in the book. You will see those essays. One of those essays in the coming exam. I don't know कहाँ आएगा, but it has been set. Libraries के follow up से I'm giving you the guesswork of one of the essays. Read all those essays nicely. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next question.
For books easily learn something from books.
Libraries के
All
question में
right.
ना you have to actually give the ये question इसलिए आया है because everything is available online. तो क्या libraries फिर भी beneficial हैं कि नहीं? That is why this question arose. Okay, so you have to compare
Yes,
it with the e materials. Okay, e-books.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. What kind of people still like to go to the library to study?
According to my knowledge, the older people like to go into the libraries because most of the older people have no any knowledge about using mobile phones or internet, so they prefer libraries first for their learning.
All right. No any is wrong English. ना कभी बोलना, ना कभी
Yes,
लिखना. No any knowledge नहीं, no knowledge or little knowledge. Okay.
yes,
So they prefer. You can say the school children, college children still like to go to libraries because it gives an
most
ambience to study, sit there and study. They love to go to libraries. You see in the colleges and universities, libraries always brimming with students. So they still like
in college. I realized that most of the students are busy in their mobile phones
people.
and they learn something from them.
All right. What is the difference between the old and the young in regards to internet use?
According to my truly, I say most of the older people use internet only for their works like
अब
office
रुक
works
जाओ.
or
आपने ना आप according to my पिछली बार भी बोल दिया था first person के साथ according to me wrong है, according to हमेशा third person के साथ होता है. तो in my opinion या I believe
truly
that शुरू करो. Don't use that according to my this thing. Okay. Secondly, क्योंकि पिछली बार भी आपने हर क्वेश्चन का आंसर ऐसे ही शुरू करना है तो फिर वो बहुत गंदा इंप्रेशन पड़ जाना है, गलत पड़ जाना है.
truly I say बोल सकता हूँ.
सिंपल आंसर दो. क्यों ऐसे बोलना है? आप पीपल्स बोल रहे हो, चिल्ड्रंस बोल रहे हो, ऐसी गलतियां कर रहे हो. उन गलतियों के साथ बैंड तो वैसे भी नहीं आने. तो आप इसको क्यों ब्यूटिफाई करना चाहते हो? उन गलतियों को क्यों नहीं कम करना चाहते हो? इसकी ब्यूटिफिकेशन पे आपका सारा जोर है. कि मैं बिगिनिंग ब्यूटीफुल करूं, आगे मैं चिल्ड्रंस बोल दूं और पीपल्स बोल दूं, चलेगा? आपके लिए चलेगा, एग्जामिनर के लिए नहीं चलेगा. ओके, फोकस ऑन दोज थिंग्स, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड आंसर्स दो ताकि वो गलतियां नहीं आए. क्योंकि अब ऐसे ऐसे प्लानिंग करते हो, ऐसे बोलना है, ब्यूटीफुल बोलना है, बिगिनिंग अच्छी करनी है, वो गलतियां आपकी ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाती हैं. पीपल्स मुंह से निकल रहा है, चिल्ड्रंस मुंह से निकल रहा है. फोकस ऑन दोज मिस्टेक्स. ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
सिंपल सीधा आंसर बोलो. आपसे मैंने क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा? What is the difference between the old and the young in regards to internet use? सीधा करो. The old people use the internet for this purpose, the young people use it for this purpose. And most old people don't have much knowledge about internet use, but young people are very techno savvy and they use the internet a lot for many things. Simple ऐसे
Yes,
जवाब
ma'am.
दो. According to my, वो क्यों करते हो? Beautification क्यों करते हो उसकी? It is not helping you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't do it. Simple answers though. Can internet help children in their study?
Of course, yes. Internet is very helpful for children in their studies because
एक मिनट रुको रुको. बहुत अच्छा आंसर शुरू करा, फिर चिल्ड्रंस बोल दिया.
oh my
Okay,
pupils are
started correct, but again children's came. But at least the beginning was correct. पहले क्या हो रहा था? बिगिनिंग भी गलत हो रही थी, चिल्ड्रंस भी आ रहा था, फिर बैंड स्कोर कहाँ जाना था? आप सोच लो.
yes, ma'am.
अब एटलीस्ट बिगिनिंग तो सही थी ना. अब चिल्ड्रंस आपका नहीं जाएगा तो फिर उसका आपको ही करना है कुछ उसके लिए. यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट. ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
so you can't afford to do those mistakes if you want a good band score.
Yes, ma'am.
Will downloading music or movies for free cause a problem?
Ma'am, repeat.
Will downloading music or movies for free cause a problem?
Of course not. There is no problem by downloading movies or music because it is very helpful for individuals in their lives and they easily entertain themselves by watching these movies.
Acha, and is it not bad for the people who have made the movies that their movies are being pirated and the music is being pirated? Is it not a problem?
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
So you can.
मैंने अकॉर्डिंग टू पब्लिक बोला ना, जैसे लोग पसंद करते हैं फ्री का, तो उस हिसाब से.
All right. It can cause a problem, but it cannot be stopped. ऐसे बोल दो. Okay, people will always
ma'am.
find a way of doing so. This has also made many amateur singers famous, or overnight. Okay, next, Shrishti, you would like to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Some people say that different age groups have different tastes on the internet content. What do you think?
Yes, different people have different age group. People have different opinions of what they see on the social media because of their preferences and their lifestyle changes. Because old people usually watch their religious things on the social media, and mostly teenagers like to scroll what's on the upcoming, what's going on the world, and they want to know about every different things, and they usually like lifestyle changes.
Okay, you can also say that young people like to use the internet for, shopping, online banking and things like that, which old people find a bit daunting to do.
Right.
Just use it for it. But you answered very well, Srishti. Be natural, be yourself. You will get a very good band score. Don't think of vocabulary. Just be natural, normal, speak as if you are speaking to your friend. Okay. And definitely that will create an impact. Okay. You have a natural flow and fluency in speaking. Don't spoil that by thinking for good words to put in. Okay.
Okay,
That
ma'am.
might spoil the show for you.
Sure,
Okay.
ma'am.
Without those words, you can even go an 8. But with those words, you might drop down to 6.5 or 7 because your flow is natural and normal. This will create an impact as it is. Okay.
Okay.
What kind of people don't use the internet and what are the disadvantages that those people suffer because they don't use the internet?
people of low caste or agriculture related people
Caste की
usually
बात
don't use.
caste की बात नहीं कर रहे।
Okay, sorry.
Don't, that is wrong, absolutely wrong. How
Actually, by low
what has caste to do with internet usage?
no. I meant by the people who can't afford smartphones.
तो low caste नहीं, poor people who can't afford smartphones, ऐसे बोलो.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Or then you can say the elderly.
Elderly people,
Ah.
right?
So why are you bringing caste and controversial things into it? Okay.
Okay.
That is wrong, absolutely wrong. It has nothing to do with the difference in usage. Okay.
Okay.
ये ध्यान रखना. Okay.
Okay.
ये ऐसी चीजें नहीं बोलनी कोई भी controversial या कुछ. Okay. एंड वैसे भी मेरे को तो नहीं लगता आजकल कोई कास्ट एंड क्रीड के डिफरेंसेस रह गए हैं, लाइफ में होने भी नहीं चाहिए. देयर नो सच. ओके.
Actually, what I meant was that only the people who can't afford, poor people only.
लो कास्ट के लोग तो आजकल कोई ऐसी बात ही नहीं है. दे आर एज रिच एंड मे बी इवन मोर रिच दैट वे. ओके. सो बिल्कुल गलत है. ओके.
Sorry.
What are the disadvantages that people face who don't use the internet?
Disadvantages for the people who don't use internet are they lack new things which are coming on the internet, and many young generations are techno savvy and they know how to use the mobile
Can
phones. And
also say, as you are speaking, this idea is coming to my mind. Those who don't use the internet also waste time standing in the queues at the railway station for booking a ticket. Online booking, online shopping, online banking is much time saving. Okay, you don't have to go anywhere. They suffer, they waste time for those things which they can easily do if they use the internet, right?
right.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Okay. All right. Good. On the whole, it was good. Now, next is Romil. Romil, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How do people share good news?
According to me, people share their good
Wrong
news
English.
by.
According to me is wrong English. अभी बोल के हटी हूँ इस class में.
Okay.
According to
In
is
my
always
perspective.
third person. Okay.
Okay. In my perspective, people used to upload in on social media or any other platforms
Used to क्या
or
होता है?
share their
Used
good
to क्या
news.
होता है? What is used to?
Sorry.
मेरी बात सुनो रोमिल. अभी मैंने एक स्टूडेंट को ये फीडबैक दिया है क्योंकि आपने बिगिनिंग ब्यूटीफुल करनी है. पर्सपेक्टिव वर्ड डालना है या अकॉर्डिंग टू मी डालना है. आपने आगे वाली चीजों पे आपका फोकस खत्म हो जाता है और आपकी ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स शुरू हो जाती. ओके. बिगिनिंग भी गलत हो रही है, ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स और आ रही है बिकॉज यू वांटेड ए ब्यूटीफुल बिगिनिंग.
Okay.
हाउ डू पीपल शेयर गुड न्यूज?
People share their good news by uploading on social media or
by calling the other people, by uploading
by.
All right. So it is such a good answer. It is a 7 band plus answer. But what you were doing was 5.5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Be simple and straightforward. Then expand. Now, why are you beginning on a wrong note?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Be simple and straightforward. There are less chances of mistake. When the whole focus is on making the beginning beautiful, everything else comes to a halt. Okay. That is it. So how do people share good news? People share good news through WhatsApp, through other social media platforms, by calling other people, okay? By uploading, like that you can say. Why do people share news on social media, and is it good to share news on social media?
Yeah, of course, because as people post their good news on social media, so they get good blessings or they as they have achieved something, so they get wishes about them, so it is good.
All right. Yes, you can say it is good to share news, but one should be very cautious and one should not give out too much information. Okay.
Okay.
How does modern technology affect the delivery of information?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't get the question.
How does modern technology affect the delivery of information?
I don't know about.
See how was information delivered before so much modern technology was there? How would you get information about what is happening here?
Okay.
And how has modern technology affected that delivery of information?
In past century, people say their good news is to their relatives, and their relatives spread their good news to others by mouth to mouth, and
Information kya hai? It's not just good news, it's news as such.
Okay.
How does modern technology affect the delivery of information? Modern technology, earlier, how did we get information? We had to wait for the newspaper, or we had to wait for the letter from a relative, or a phone call from a relative. Now, sharing information has become instant.
Easier.
Instant. Okay?
Yeah.
Instant.
Yeah.
That is it. So, like that. All right. Should the media publish only good news?
No, because media doesn't have only good news, but
प्लूरल न्यूज है, दूसरी बार गलती आई, पहली बार मैंने
sorry.
सोचा आपने ऐसे ही गलती से निकल गया मुंह से. ओके, यू आर डूइंग इट अगेन. इट्स नो न्यूज़, कोई वर्ड नहीं है. ओके, न्यूज़.
Social media doesn't have only good news, but bad news also. Like something had someone who fail in his career, or a celebrity fail in his job, not job, in his movie, or a movie gets flop. So there will be an upload on social media.
There should be an upload of that also.
That should be. Okay.
What kind of good news have you received before?
I have become an uncle since my nephew born. It was 2 years back, and I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm joking, but I made up this.
That's okay. You can say I've heard many good news. I heard the news of my cousin's baby boy. I heard the news of my cousins passing the UPSC exam, or any other exam like that. You can see, you can get. Okay. Next student, Amit, are you there?
Sorry, ma'am, how was my performance?
आपको बता दिया साथ के साथ.
Okay, no problem.
साथ के साथ बता दिया आपको. आपने जो गलतियां करी आपको साथ के साथ बता दिया. ठीक है, वो करोगे तो कितने हैं और नहीं करोगे तो कितने हैं. सिंपल रहोगे ज्यादा अच्छे बैंड आएंगे सब बच्चों के लिए. मैं ये बोलती हूँ, बी सिंपल, you'll do better, you'll score better. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Right. Thank you.
Amit, are you there?
हाँ जी.
Okay. All right, let me see. Is noise pollution serious in India?
Yes, of course. It's a great issue because there are a lot of vehicles and a lot of parties are going on. So, and there's a huge amount of population in India. So everyone's doing some work and they are producing some noise. So that's a really big issue in India.
मैं ना इसको replay करती हूँ. आपका ना मेरे को आधे words mumbled, मेरे को सुने ही नहीं है clearly. I could not hear. You just mumble out things. मतलब you have to be very alert. अमित बोल रहा है, ध्यान से सुनो नहीं तो पता नहीं चलेगा क्या बोला. उस वे में बोलते हो. Okay?
Okay.
आप मेरे को बताओ बाकी स्टूडेंट्स उसमें आपको सब सुन रहा है एक एक वर्ड उसका. Can you hear each and every word he is articulating?
No, ma'am.
ये क्या है? Okay, मैं ना इसको replay कर. So Amit, यही क्वेश्चन मैं दोबारा पूछ रही हूँ, उसको ठीक से बोलना. Okay? Say what you spoke अभी. Slowly बोलो. Okay? Is noise pollution serious in India?
According, in my opinion, noise pollution is the biggest issue in India because it has been causing various drastic impact on health of people. For example, as population is growing, the people are using a lot of parties and they're using loud music. So it is the biggest issue in India.
Alright. मैं आपको बताऊं अब अमित, आपने जो मैटर बोला है ना वो 8 बैंड का है, कोई ग्रामेटिकल एरर नहीं है, पर 6.5 या 7 से ऊपर नहीं आने वाले. अभी भी आपने बहुत फास्ट बोला है और वर्ड्स आपके ना वो आर्टिकुलेशन है ही नहीं इंडिविजुअल वर्ड की. That is your problem. See.
According, in my opinion, noise pollution is the biggest issue in India because it has been causing various drastic impact on health of people. For example, as population is growing, so people are using a lot of parties and
as what is growing? क्या बोला आपने?
Population is growing.
तो population को अच्छे से बोलो.
Population
बोला है ना अभी आपने population बोला है ना अभी सुनो आपने अपनी रिकॉर्डिंग में population word कैसे गया? Just listen.
Population is growing, so people are using people. For example, as population is growing.
क्या बोला आपने? Population is growing. मतलब guess कर लो कि population ही होएगा, P से शुरू हुआ है. Amit, I'm telling you this, if you'll improve on this, आपके 8+ जाएंगे speaking में. Okay? You have to work on this. Your articulation is not good at all. Okay? You have to lay stress on each and every word that you speak. It should be clear. Okay? Nobody should have to do like this to hear what you are saying. Okay? And be alert. नहीं तो कुछ miss हो जाएगा. Like that. That is why I put on the recording today. It was for you because your speaking is very near. Take care of this. Okay? That is what is needed in your case. Nothing else is needed. Okay? That is what is needed. Yeah. All right. Do you like to live in a noisy place?
Of course not, because I love to live in countryside because there's so much pleasant and calm nature. If I have to stay in a noisy place, then definitely I will be away from everything. Because I don't like noisy place.
Much better, much better. Where can you hear a loud noise?
Well, if I'm attending some function or some party where district jockey is playing, so I can hear a very loud noise. Or if I'm at a construction site where the work is going on, there's a lot of noise.
All right. Do you think that there is more noise in people's lives today than in the past?
Yes, of course. In the past, people were aware about noise and they were doing a lot of things to avoid it. But nowadays, as population is increasing, so there are a lot of vehicles on the road and there are a lot of things happening. For example, if you go to some anniversary or somewhere, so people have to play music, loud music. So that is why it is increasing day by day.
All right. Next student who would like to take a chance. Good, Amit. Speak slowly and clearly in the exam. Okay?
Hanji, ठीक है.
Next, Fatima, Manjinder.
Ma'am.
Who is that?
Fatima.
Okay. What are the things that young people can teach old people to do?
There are many things that young people can teach old people, such as how to use internet because it is very helpful for them to purchase things from online. Moreover, they can teach them to use YouTube as well, so that they can hear newses from YouTube whenever they get free time.
Uses गलत बोला, okay? और क्या गलती थी? पर अच्छा, articulation is very good.
There are many things that young people can teach old people, such as how to use internet, because it is very helpful for them to purchase things from online.
From online. To purchase things from online is wrong. To purchase things online is correct, or to purchase things from online sources.
Okay, ma'am.
From online is wrong as such. To purchase things online or from online sources. All right. Otherwise, it was a good answer. What skills can young people teach the old besides technology?
I think there are many skills, but I didn't aware of that skills. But I would say the things such as how to order food from a supermarket by calling them.
This is technology. Besides technology.
Besides technology,
Yes. That is the question. What can the young teach?
We can teach them different languages that will be useful for them when they're traveling.
All right.
As well as we can teach them.
Young people can also teach the old people to be flexible. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, old people. I can give you a very good. You can speak. You can talk about with examples in the actual speaking also. Okay. You can say that when young people go out anywhere, they eat anything they get. Okay, but the old people are very particular at times. They only want chapati and vegetable or dal, which is sometimes not possible when they are traveling abroad. Okay, so young people can teach the old people to be flexible in what they eat, in what they wear. Okay. Yeah. So see, when my mom went.
I have exam on 3rd of February. My speaking was.
You're speaking quite well. Okay, speaking.
Thank you.
हाँ, होनी है ना अभी कब है 3rd को है? परसों?
Day after
tomorrow. I don't know Hindi. I'm a Malayali.
Yeah, day after tomorrow, right?
Yeah, day after tomorrow.
All right. Share your questions with us. Okay.
Obviously. Yes.
And be natural. Be yourself.
Okay.
Don't put any effort for adding vocabulary. Speak whatever comes to your mind. Okay. If you normally speak big words, you can afford to speak them without any problem. But if you normally speak simple English over there, so that your fluency is not disturbed. Okay.
Okay.
I want to listen Grace.
Pardon?
Grace speaks very well.
Grace. Okay, Grace.
I want to listen Grace.
All
Grace
right.
speaks very well.
Grace, you have a fan following here.
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
All right. Why do older people have problems learning new things? Grace.
I believe
Because,
older people. Okay, can I start again?
Yes, yes.
I believe older people having memory problem, they don't retain it for longer time. As person get aged, they are more tend to forget things. So that's why they are not able to keep things in their mind for a long time.
So that is why they have problem in learning things. Okay. Because see, whenever I have to operate some modern gadget, my son will teach me, mom, do this, do this, do this. It's like this. It's very simple.
Oh, yeah.
It's very simple. Okay. But for me, it's not simple. Okay. I try to do something, I get stuck in between. So I have to call him again, and then sometimes he gets mad at me. and that I face problems learning new things. That is why old people have problems in learning new things. Memory is the thing. I don't remember all the steps in one go. Okay. Do you think showing is a better way than telling during education? Education. Do you think showing is a better way than telling? Okay.
Yes, definitely. It is a very good way to memorize things for a longer term than just verbally saying it. Because when we see the things, we capture the image of that thing in our mind and it retain for a longer time. Then if someone is saying verbally, then sometimes people can misinterpret the meaning of that
Or
and
even
won't
forget
able
it.
to understand it. Yeah.
Very good.
And
Do you think constant training is important for people to study something? Constant training is important for people to study something.
definitely, yes, it is very important to keep practicing to master something. For example, if person have to become a graphic designer, he or she cannot do it with the first go. They have to practice a lot so that they can
The person has to. Person have
have
to. वो गलती थी, बाकी ठीक था. Okay. How can
yeah.
the young teach the old?
Young people can teach old by showing them how to do the things. For the older people, it's very difficult to get along with the technology. So they always keep forgetting the steps. So it's better to tell them again and again.
And even show them the steps. Showing them the
yeah,
steps will also help. Okay.
yes, show them.
Very good, Grace.
Thank you.
All right. Next, Hardik. Manjinder.
Yes, ma'am.
Hardik. Okay.
Yes,
Are children better at solving problems than adults?
yes, definitely, because of younger mind have a lot of kind of excitement and interest more than adults. That's why they're better at solving problems.
Okay. All right. Let me see what answer has been given by my team for this. They have written that I don't think that children are better problem solvers as compared to adults, because problem solving requires two things. One is the logical ability and second is experience. Although children might be good at applying new approach or perspective towards a problem, they sometimes don't have the experience to solve the problem that they face. Sometimes who can solve it better will also depend on the nature of the problem. So it's not necessary that young people are better and old people are not better, because it depends on the type of problem. Okay.
Yes.
Every problem needs either reasoning or experience. Experience old people have. Young people
Yes.
may have better reasoning and analytical ability, but old people have better experience, more experience. Okay. If
Okay.
people move frequently, is it better to stay in one house all the time?
Pardon, I didn't understand.
If people move frequently means if people are, transferred frequently, is it better to stay in one house all the time?
I think it's in my opinion, it's not a good for staying in a one house or one particular place, because different places and so environment make people's mind very fresh and make them very better than other time.
Very
So
better, wrong English makes them better. Okay,
yeah.
more or less to आया नहीं, better भी makes them better at enhances their personality. If they change places of living, they meet
Yes.
people, they interact with new people, it improves their, it adds to their confidence, it improves their personality. Okay.
Okay.
What are the pros and cons of living in a high-rise building?
There are lots of advantages and disadvantages of living in a higher buildings. Advantages like of views and better air, and also uh, enjoying the living in a high tower. Also disadvantages like walking into the top of that, also shifting load. I forgot the
Shifting heavy items like furniture and beds is a problem in high-rise buildings. And you can also, your answer is good, but you know, you're making minor grammatical errors. डाल रहे हो बीच में, उनका थोड़ा ध्यान रखना. And these questions, because of these questions, the essays related to high-rise buildings, living in a, you know, multi-story house, they are important for general as well as the academic. So please do all these essays also. You might see one of them. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So these, what are the pros and cons of living in an old and new neighborhood?
It may have pros like old house, maybe because of neighbors are very connected to each other, and because of that they are very easily flexible with people. About the new houses, maybe it have may different kind of a perspective, because of new environment and new people make flexible, not flexible for time. It take time to adjust things, and also
के बाद इसके बाद हमेशा एस वाले वर्ब, आपके सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट की भी गलतियां आ रही हैं हार्दिक. वर्क ऑन दोज. ओके, प्लूरल के साथ आगे एस वाला वर्ब नहीं लगता, सिंगुलर के साथ लगता है, थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर के साथ एस वाला वर्ब. ओके, इट मेक्स, इट के साथ हमेशा एस वर्ब आता है. ओके, how do parents prepare their kids to go to school on the first day?
Firstly, I want to say, firstly, parents just training their mind, the what is the school, and what kind of environment, and what is beneficial, and how it help to grow its life. Also, they make preparation like wearing dress, and making lunches, water bottles, and backpack. Also, they just live at the school, and also the outside of school, they just wait for their child, and what he or she do at the in the school.
Or she does. Okay, so what parents do is they paint a rosy picture of school in their child's mind, so that the child willingly goes to school and doesn't cry on the first day. Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. Hardik, work on your subject verb agreement. Okay, that one mistake will be repetitive, and it will if you work on that, surely you'll go 7 plus. Just one mistake, work on that. Okay. All right, one student has asked me the difference between affect and effect with an A and E. AFFECT effect and EFFECT effect. Basically, these are the same words. E effect, EFFECT you use when you use it as a noun. And A effect, AFFECT you use when you use it as a verb. Now, I hope you know what a noun and a verb is. A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing, and a verb is a doing word. Okay, so when you use it as a doing word, I'll give you 2 sentences. So see whether it is a doing word or it is used as a noun in that sentence. Pollution affects people in many ways. Is it a doing word here, affect? Translate, pollution affect karti hai.
Doing.
Doing.
There are many effects of pollution. Translate and see.
Doing.
Maybe noun.
It
Maybe
is a noun. Pollution के बहुत effect हैं. यहाँ पे कोई करती है या करता है word आया, doing word आया यहाँ translation में.
no, ma'am.
So it is E effect when you use it as a noun, A effect when you use it as a verb. Ritul, is that clear? This word is used very often in the writing as well as the speaking. So spellings really matter. If you use it A effect or E effect correctly, it does matter. Okay. And noise pollution also, there are essays both in the academic and GT book, one essay in the academic and 1 or 2 essays in the GT book. Noise pollution essays are also important. You might see one such essay in the near future in the writing. Okay. All right. So that is the class for today. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something from this class. In all my classes, I repeat one thing: be simple, be natural, focus on your fluency, forget the vocabulary. Okay. Well, if your base is very good, you can use vocabulary and proper vocabulary nicely, then of course you can go ahead and use it because you're using it routinely. But if you are adding vocabulary in your sentence just because you are doing an IELTS speaking and you want good marks, good bands because of your vocabulary, then that vocabulary does not help. I have seen it not helping students, in fact, counter effective. Okay. So if very average students can go 7 plus without going into vocabulary. Okay. So believe me in that, and be simple, be natural, be yourself, do all these questions nicely. The book is with you. Speaking January to April, January is already gone. These 3 months questions mostly will be asked from this book, and do them all nicely. Make groups, make a pair, call anybody from your neighborhood to ask you questions from this, and just speak them out. Okay. So that you've done all the questions once. They will not just help you in the speaking, they will also help you in ideas for writing essays. Okay. So that is the way you must prepare. I wish you all best wishes for your preparation for your exam. And I hope you all do well and your dreams are fulfilled. All right. See you tomorrow, 6 p.m. with the reading class. Okay.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night.
Night.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.